You are going to vote, are you?
No, I'm not.
Why are you not going to vote?
Because I think the country is in an awful state, and I don't see what difference my vote will make.
But do you not think that the only way you can change the state of the country is to actually vote?
But I don't see how they can't change it. I think it's in a mess as it is.
Do you think it's a general apathy amongst people your own age? Do you think they're all going to come out and vote?
No, I don't think so. I think it'd be like the divorce amendment. I think a lot of them just won't bother. A lot of them maybe just don't know.
I'm not going to vote because I feel that the parties, the candidates at home, they're just getting in year after year after year. They're not doing anything for anyone, and that's the way it's going to be.
And do you not think that your vote for somebody that might bring about a bit of change might eventually lead to that?
Well, the candidates are the same at home every year.
The biggest thing that worries me is I'm a university grad. I've just left a couple of years, and so many of my friends are leaving the country at the moment. It's unbelievable, And, I'm beginning to think about it myself.
I'll be more worried about the income tax situation.
Income tax, that's your primary concern, is it?
That's a big worry amongst young people today, yeah.
Is there any one particular issue that you'd like to see action on?
Well, the unemployment.
You think that's the major thing that's affecting you?
Has to be.
Well, I think unemployment, and taxation are the big problems,
And how do you feel about the two possible choices of Taoiseach? Do you think that they're adequate?
Well, no, I think they've had their opportunity, but I think we'll probably be stuck with them at the end of the day anyway,
Well, I think at this stage both the main possible candidates for Taoiseach at this stage have had their opportunity, and they haven't made a great job, so there's possibly a chance for a new leader to take over.
Are you going to vote?
I am going to vote, yes.
And have you made your mind up yet?
No, I haven't, because I can't see that voting either way is going to make any difference at the end of the day,
And what would swing you now one way or the other?
I'd probably be thinking of the candidates in my area and what they've done in my area,
And do you think that generally that you've been badly let down by leadership in this country?
Yes, I feel that I have, yeah.
And in what areas do you feel they could do more?
I feel that we're paying very high taxes, and that, that nothing is being done with the money. I don't mind paying high taxes if I felt that something was being done with the money,
You're going to vote?
Yes, I am indeed.
And do you know what way you're going to vote yet?
Well, I have a fair idea. I'm going to vote on the local issues in my own constituency.
And what are those issues?
Well, I would say primarily employment in the area, and I think that in my own area, I'm Dublin Central, that Tony Gregory is doing an awful lot for the area, so he will get my number one vote.
I'm going to vote for the Progressive Democrats.
Are you? Why that?
Because Fianna Fáil have been in, they haven't done much. Fine Gael have tried to remedy what the Fianna Fáil have done, but they haven't done a great job of it, and I'd like to see somebody else trying.
So far, I'd be tending towards Fine Gael, although they've been in government at Sylvie.
Do you think that the major parties represent you and your age group well?
Not really, no, not really. It's just when election time comes around, they're coming around looking for your vote. But when they get into power, they're not really concerned about people sort of our age group, you know.
I haven't really decided whether it's going to be Fine Gael or the PDs.
And what would make you change from one or the other?
Well, Fine Gael disappointed me. I've always been Fine Gael, but they did disappoint me this time. So, but still, I would never give my vote to Fianna Fáil unless they changed their leader. Then I might think about it.
Do you know who you're going to vote for yet?
Yeah, Workers' Party.
You're going to work for, and have you a special reason for voting for the Workers' Party?
Yeah, because the other two are the same.
You mean Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael are the same?
Exactly.
Well, personally, I'm from Dublin South West constituency, and the two local people that seem to be doing the most are the two Fianna Fáil candidates. And one reason is, okay, Fine Gael have done their best when they've been in, but I think the majority of the country say that as long as it's not a hung dial, we won't do too badly. And the last time Fianna Fáil were in, they created a lot of jobs, as far as I can say,
I'll be voting for Fianna Fáil.
Why?
Strictly because we can get a party in that has a complete majority, and there'll be no coalitions and no breakups in the next 2 or 3 months.
And do you think that Fianna Fáil can serve you and people of your generation adequately?
No, I don't. But I prefer to have a party in that actually has control of the government for 4 or 5 years.
Are you demoralised at the state of the country at the moment?
Absolutely, absolutely.
What
depressing state? Well, just the financial chaos in the country at the moment is unbelievable. Really, total mismanagement.
Is that feeling going to influence the way you're going to vote?
Unfortunately, I don't think any way I vote will influence the outcome on the election and the outcome on the current troubles in the country. I think a completely radical view has to be taken as far as the political situation at the moment.
And for instance, will you watch the debate next week between Garrett and Charlie?
I'll probably have a look at it, yeah. Probably be interesting enough from a debate point of view, but from the political future of the country, it's meaningless, really.
I didn't know it was on. I probably won't watch it, though.
Why? Do you...
Just don't really care.
And will you vote?
I don't think so, no.
Why? Are you demoralised?
Well, it's just, I mean, the politicians, the way I see it is, they're not really trying to do anything for the country. They're just looking out for themselves, you know. It's a job for them, you know, and they don't really care about the moral issues or social issues or anything like that, you know. They're just trying to keep people happy, trying to keep in government, you know.
I don't know. I don't think there's worth voting for any one of them because they're all the same.
Nobody's impressed you at all out of the lot of them?
No. Listen, for the last 4 or 5 years and they're all the same. They give you great ideas and they get in. And they get in, they give you nothing.
Well, the politicians don't seem to do anything for anybody else except themselves, you know. That's just the way it seems. I was watching Today Tonight the other evening and they all just sat there and called each other liars. That's all they did. They didn't achieve anything. They just told each other they were liars.
And is this going to influence the way you vote now, what you
I
watch
really
on
don't know
television?
who I'm going to vote for.